Hey everybody, it's Sean Ross Sapp, the MMA columnist for 1Wrestling.com. Very rare that I do a wrestling piece, but given the magnitude of WrestleMania 27, I figured I'd give my predictions. Now, The Rock will be hosting, first WrestleMania in 7 years. We'll get back to that here in a minute. We'll start off with the 8-man tag. It just baffles me that they would not put Kofi Kingston in this match. I understand Santino and Kozlov have had the feud with the Cord. They've been tag champions, all that. When you have an event of this stature and you don't put Kofi Kingston on the card, who could outperform almost anybody, I think you're making a big mistake. I mean, I think they could have put Christian on there too. I think they could have fit him in several places on this card. But I think the core is probably going to take this match. They're a solid unit. They've got a lot of gold right now. And I think that they're going to be pushing the core very hard going in towards SummerSlam, as opposed to the makeshift team of Kane, Big Show, Santino, and Kozlov. The Sheamus-Daniel Bryan match for the U.S. title. This match could steal the show. Not to say that Sheamus is going to be carrying this match, but the big man, little man dynamic. It's going to be very easy for Daniel Bryan to do his high-flying stuff around the ring. Going to be very easy for Sheamus to overpower Daniel Bryan, do some impressive big man type of stuff. Although I do look for Sheamus to be the winner of this match. Daniel Bryan, loved by the fans. Sheamus just got the title a few weeks ago. I don't see them taking it off of him almost immediately after. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Cody Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio. This feud has been great. I'm not a big Rey Mysterio fan these days. Cody Rhodes has done a wonderful job, and I really think that his work leading up to this match is going to lead to great things. Rey Mysterio is still more than capable of having a great match. He had a great match last year with CM Punk, even if it was just 6 minutes. They made the most out of those 6 minutes. I'm expecting Cody Rhodes to win his match because I think he's in line for a great push in the WWE. All of the hard work he's put in, paying off. Snooki and Trish Stratus and John Morrison against LayCool and Dolph Ziggler. Very excited Dolph Ziggler's being featured prominently. He's been nothing but great for the WWE. No doubt about it, I'd take Morrison, Trish, and Snooki to win. I don't think there's any way they bring back Trish and bring in Snooki for whatever price they may be paying her just to lose. Also, one of my friends that is an employee of MTV also told me that Snooki has been using the WWE as a bit of a bargaining chip to kind of up her price for Season 4 of Jersey Shore. Not that anybody cares. I don't know which is worse. I'd be pretty excited if Jersey Shore got canceled, but do I really want to look at her every week on Raw? No. Randy Orton versus CM Punk. I was really hoping that the match would be CM Punk versus John Cena. Either way, I think that this feud has been much of the same thing. Every week it's the same thing. CM Punk attacks Randy Orton. He tries to do something underhanded. Orton gets the upper hand, scares CM Punk. I think Orton's going to take this one. I think it'd kill his momentum if he didn't. And momentum is huge for Randy Orton right now. Because if CM Punk loses, he can just come out Monday night on Raw and either make an excuse for it or talk his way out of the loss to make everybody forget about it. That's what he does. So I'd definitely pick Orton to win that match. Undertaker Triple H. This is going to surprise a lot of people because I think this match is going to be excellent. I think it's going to be spectacular. I think it's going to get at least 20 minutes. Undertaker will win this matchup. They're not going to waste the streak on Triple H, who may or may not be around physically in 3 to 4 years' time. So I don't think the streak will ever end, but if it does, it will be to somebody who really needs it. Triple H does not need it. His legacy is set in stone, but I expect that match to be excellent. I think Cole has been the best heel in the WWE for months. I was originally opposed to him remaining at the announcer's table because how great of a heel he was, but then I realized that that's one of the things WWE's been missing for a long time, is that heel color commentator or play-by-play announcer. Because Jerry Lawler has fallen off. His jokes are corny. He's not a heel now. Obviously, he's the face in this match. Matt Striker started out strong, didn't wind up being what everybody expected him to be. He leaned more towards the corny pop culture references. He talked more about Lindsay Lohan than his in-ring counterparts. I expect Jerry Lawler to take this WrestleMania match. I expect Jerry the King Lawler to take this WrestleMania match as it is his first and maybe only match. Michael Cole, I've heard he's been taking bumps. I've heard he's been taking bumps for about 4 or 5 months. That's what one of my sources told me. Hopefully that pays off and he can manage to wrestle a decent match. Even at Lawler's old age, I think that he might be able to have a decent match. Not like performance-wise, but I think the crowd's really going to be into this. Lawler, I expect him to win it easily. I think Cole has been the best heel in the WWE for months. I was originally opposed to him remaining at the announcer's table because how great of a heel he was, but then I realized that that's one of the things WWE's been missing for a long time, is that heel color commentator or play-by-play announcer. I expect Jerry the King Lawler to take this WrestleMania match as it is his first and maybe only match. Michael Cole, I've heard he's been taking bumps for about 4 or 5 months. Hopefully that pays off and he can manage to wrestle a decent match. Edge and Alberto Del Rio, Christian should be involved in this match. It should be a triple threat match. It would make it a lot more marketable. I'm interested in this match because of the talent level of Edge. He's got renewed passion, it seems. He's gotten in way better shape over the past few months. Alberto Del Rio, I saw this guy perform when he did mixed martial arts, and I covered him when he was doing Pride fighting. Excellent athlete, excellent wrestler, great on the mic. I think that he's going to win this match. I think that Christian will cost Edge the match. I think it'll set up triple threat matches across the country on house shows, upcoming pay-per-views, all of that. I'm looking more forward to the aftermath of this match than the actual match. And by no means do I mean that will be a bad match. The Miz versus John Cena. This match is going to be a lot better than people expect it, much like the Triple H Undertaker match. John Cena, whether you like him or you hate him, always delivers on pay-per-view. You've got to think that The Rock is going to get involved. To come back to WrestleMania after 7 years, and I don't think this is going to set up for an upcoming match with John Cena. I think it's going to set up a match in a year with John Cena. They're going to be in Miami next year, the hometown of The Rock. This could be a passing the torch situation, much like Hogan Rock, much like Andre Hogan. The Miz, I think he wins the match. I mean, one has to think that The Rock will factor into the decision one way or another. Personally, I think it will be to negatively affect John Cena. One more note I'd like to leave you with. Why is there no Money in the Bank ladder match this year? I know they have the pay-per-view, but the Money in the Bank ladder match was one of the main selling points on the show for me the last 5-6 years that they've ran it. There's no Shelton Benjamin this year. That has a lot to do with it, I'd say. He carried a lot of those matches. But you have Drew McIntyre, Tyson Kidd, Kofi Kingston, Christian, all these guys that could make a spectacular match. And they haven't put one on. Instead, a lot of these guys will be featured in the pre-show Battle Royal. I really think that they should entertain bringing that back next year. But yeah, I think there's a definite place on the card for this match. But that's all for now. I hope you all enjoyed the show and enjoyed my video. You can check out my MMA column after major UFC and Strikeforce events. Also, I hope to be doing some video blogs for UFC as well. You can also follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/SeanRossSappMMA. On there, I give my opinions for MMA news. I break MMA news. Also give some opinions on wrestling. Until next time, I hope you all enjoy my Kentucky Wildcats taking the NCAA championship. Have a good day, folks.